all with the username Tiffany TLC Music. You can also follow me on Twitter.
Welcome, live viewers. Welcome, replay viewers, to my broadcast.
I've got a potential
looping
simulcasting
thing
on Boom. Dealt with before it got completely out of control. All right, I am on Periscope. I can see just starting now. Hey, Alon. Hey, Mark. I'm sorry if I missed anybody else saying hello. Hi, how are you doing? Hi, Ball 2020. Welcome. Hi, Arbalist. Welcome. Thanks for the heart. Are those your hearts, Alon? I think they are, but I'm not positive. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? As we get closer to whatever, I know, Alon, Thanksgiving doesn't mean much of anything to you guys and to you over there, but Mark, how are you feeling as Thanksgiving is approaching? I have felt very, very stressed out and harried, except for I had a really nice call just now with a bunch of friends, and all of a sudden I felt 100% better, and now I get to have a broadcast. It's an abundance of riches, so that will help. All those things help. Everything feels like it's going to be just fine when you get a chance to talk to friends. Okay, all right, let me see if I can follow you on this one. Follow, boom. Boom. Autism awareness, awesome. Yes, all those are good things. And my nan was, what? Your nan? Is that your, that's not your mom, I'm assuming. Is that your aunt or like a godmother, godparent? Oh, Lon, I'm so sorry. Yes, please do cry. It's important. But I know what you mean. Sometimes it's not the right time yet. Sometimes I do my best crying by myself because I don't have to worry about explaining myself to anyone. Grandma, oh. I'm sorry to hear that, Alon. Yeah, just let it come when it's the right time. You know, sometimes it's a surprising moment where something happens that reminds you of the person and all of a sudden you're just totally upset, you know? Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It's always been surprising to me how I react when somebody passes away. Either like I'm more teary than I thought I would be, or I'm less teary than I thought I would be, depending on who the person is. Sorry to hear that. If you feel like sharing anything about what happened, that's fine, or not, if it's not something you want to get into. Yeah. Crying, so you find that crying makes it worse, kind of? I won't do anything. Because I find it actually, hi Ido, welcome. It was COVID. Oh, I'm so sorry. You might be the first person I personally know who knows someone. No, that's not true. That's not true, actually. Pretty soon we'll all know someone. I'm really sorry to hear that, Alon. Was she in a care facility? There's a lot of vulnerability there. Oh, we're talking about Alon's grandmother died of COVID. He's the one that says it's AJ on there. So sorry. Whew. Well, let's do Willow in the Wind. You know, I was thinking it's not really a song that's, I'm in a relatively good place right now, which is saying something. But Willow in the Wind, I think, is fitting for when somebody passes away. It's not just for that kind of situation, though. Anytime, anything that we either choose to do or that is thrust upon us. Oh, I see Oh, wow. I understand that, Alon. I understand that. You trust your instincts on it then. Yes, I understand that. Sometimes, I mean, I don't have that exact reaction, but sometimes being vulnerable at certain times, it was the flu, then COVID, okay, is not the right thing to do. Hi, Carrie. You know, it kind of can make it worse. So respect your intuition. I, if and when it's the right time to cry, so be it. But if strength is like what is going to keep you going, then I would hold on to that. Trust your instincts. You know better than anybody, right? But I am sorry to hear that. Alon, Carrie's grandmother died of COVID in her 70s. So we're going to do Willow in the Wind. How are you doing, Carrie, by the way? I'm doing relatively well, Alon. I had a really stressful morning where the stuff with a puppy is just all consuming. My son just has a lot he wants to talk about with it, and it's stressing him out, and then I'm doing stuff to help, and it pretty much took up the whole morning, and I had a lot of stuff I wanted to get done, and I've been overwhelmed with all my projects and not understanding how I ended up with so many loose ends that are time sensitive during Thanksgiving week. So I was really like near tears, stressed out. Well, the same is good, Carrie. Stability is a good thing these days. And but then I had this really wonderful call with my friends from my homeschooling park day. I have really a dear group of friends with this group. They're like, I don't know, there's like 10 plus women that are almost all similar age as me, similar lifestyles, similar beliefs about parenting, and just really some really good friends there. Pups are really hard, Alon. Wow. And so I'd been complaining about the puppy, and then my son brought the puppy to sit on my lap to show my friends on the call. And he was totally docile and cute and wasn't being chewy. And they were like, oh, he seems really mellow. And I'm like, yeah, he is right now. I'm enjoying it. He can be super mellow and super sweet and endearing, and then also really riled up and chewy and just wanting to wrestle. And it's all very understandable, though. It's nothing like strange, but it's... My son wants him to sleep a lot more than he really wants to sleep. He is sleeping very little for a puppy his age. And he is right now. Exactly, Aldo. Welcome. I'm happy to have you on. Have you been on before, Aldo? If you like the music, hope you consider following. We are going to do some music, I promise. But yeah, puppies are just, they are in the moment. It's kind of an enlivening thing to be around, honestly. It's kind of like being with a new baby or a toddler or something. It's like, it's titillating sort of to be around. Like you're like, oh, you know, they're just doing whatever occurs to them, and so different from adults. You've had, I'm not writing something right now, actually. I am not. I've had a song in my mind that's been bubbling, a topic, I should say. Hi, Molly, how are you doing? But I've actually kind of almost wanted to read a book about the topic before I write the song. My son writes about a song a day, and I write about a song a year. So, yay, pretty good is good. I'm doing pretty well as also. I had a very stressful morning and a very lovely afternoon so far. And one seems to have mostly offset the other so far. When my baby first latched on, I knew right then and there my old life was gone, no time left to prepare. I panicked a bit at first, tried to make the job seem small, but I couldn't deny for along. My baby needed my all. I was gonna be needed like never before. No control over when or how. When I was needed, I'd be needed right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, and let me be a willow in the wind. Welcoming, adapting, accepting, a willow in the wind. Years later I can see babies will no more be not just a bad idea, but becoming an impossibility along the way, lost at sea. Not just emotionally, random days slammed with pain, nearly driving me insane. Something in me is breaking, ending like never before. No control over when or how. When he goes, it'll go right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. Welcoming, adapting, accepting, a willow in the wind. When my daddy passed away, I wasn't by his side. The nurse said, "Don't come yet," and said that he'd be fine. I know he wanted to go, I know he loved me so. I know we wouldn't have seen eye to eye, even with more time. But death had taken my daddy before we could even try again. No control over when or how. When we go right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. Welcoming, adapting, accepting, a willow in the wind. There's a time to mourn what's lost, to struggle with what's changed, for tears and pain and more. But at the end of the day, for things that cannot change, or wouldn't even if I could, for things that can be hard, whether or not they are good, I wanna dance with what comes, dance like never before, with what I've lost and what I've gained, with what I've lost and what I've gained, with what will never be the same. Yeah, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. Welcoming, adapting, accepting, a willow in the wind. Whether in parenting or raging or any such thing, a willow in the wind. Welcoming, adapting, accepting, a willow. Oh, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. So I hope that helped a little, Alon. Oh, thank you, Alon. And so you're just learning to write songs. That's so exciting. I promised I would give you some tips. Thanks for the hand emoticons and the hearts. Hi, Rackle Coyote. Welcome to anyone new, whether live or replay, whether you are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Periscope. I value you being here. I'm glad you're with me. And I hope you consider following and coming back on live when you can, replay when you must, when you can't get on live. So Alon, you said something about a new look for Twitch. My old name is back. Oh, your old name being British Ninja? Is that, had it been different?
A sip of water.
What I wanted to say. What did I want to say? You got amazed. Awesome. Thanks, Aldo. Hey, consider following, would you? You're singing the songs to myself a lot. Yeah, I feel so. I want to give you some tips. Yeah, singing songs to yourself is helpful, but I'm hesitant because there's not a one size fits all way to write songs. And I remember I read a lot of books and ended up like each one was telling me a completely different way to do it, and I finally decided it's probably like everything else. There's just your own style, but there are some even these tips are ones that might be different. If you know a lot more than I do about music theory, then these tips might seem overly simplistic. But I'll just say, you know, as I recall, this coach friend I had with purple. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of purple. Purple. I know. I probably need to not have Instagram in you now because I don't really use either. I know. So what I loved about this guy is he just gave me these super simple, like, kind of like, here, if you follow this formula, then you will have a basic song, and then you can get fancier from there if you want. But most songs go like this. Basically, they're in a single key, which of course you can look up the keys and it'll tell you like 7 different chords that go in that key. And updated is needed eventually. Are you bored with my color scheme? I love my color scheme a lot. Plus, I have no time. It took me so long and it's like done. But maybe eventually I'll consider it. I have thought of maybe a pink actually, but again, just take a number. There's so many things I want to do with my music, and you would just laugh seeing my days. I just feel like I'm constantly pulled from one thing to the other, and it's so hard to get anything done. So this is a good example. I just got pulled from one thing to another. So you pick a key. Now, of course, you don't start by just picking a key. How I start for me is I think like I usually have a topic I want to write about, and like a melody will come in mind for the chorus and a few words. Like usually I'll think of the chorus and then I'll think, well, what would a verse go like that would be in the same key but contrasting? And I just do it based on what it sounds like, you know, the ear feel, or if you will. Aw, that's nice a lot. I can understand wanting an update for sure. Don't get me wrong. And then I record it on a voice memo, and I really try to kind of just go with standard things so I don't end up with like some mishmash that's not in a single key that's just too complicated for me to deal with. And then sure enough, I get out my guitar and first of all, I pick out the notes that go with the key, the main structure of the chorus. And then that helps me to figure out what chords those will go with. And they're all usually in a single key. And then I'm like, bam. And the other tip he gave me, a very simple tip of like, that usually, again, standard song, nothing fancy. Usually the first chord is the same as the last chord, and note is similarly. So the starts with a certain note, resolves, and ends with a certain note, same note. Boy, it sure seemed simpler when I wrote it out than how it sounds when I'm explaining it. You thought about it lately. So, yeah, I'm sure I could say a lot more, but 90% of songs use 4 chords or less. That's the other thing. Carrie's got a really good point. It's you don't have any issues with the music writing. It's getting the lyrics. Yeah. Well, I love writing, so I love figuring out the rhymes over time and stuff like that. So I will futz with the songs endlessly. And so when my son writes a song and just whips it out, and I listen to it, and there's certain things, I have a better rhyme for that. It's like, I love that wordsmithing part. That'll go on, but I have it on a note in my phone so that when something occurs to me and I'll be walking around the house like I need to find a word that rhymes with, that fits the song, that rhymes with like bookshelf, and I'll be like, or maybe a better book, and I'll be like, and I'll go through the alphabet. Auk, book, cook, Duck, I'll go through in my head, and I'll seem like I'm very distracted when I'm writing a song. So anyway, little thoughts. So that was Willow in the Wind. I kind of want to do When in Doubt, Wait. Thanks, Alon. You're on YouTube as well. Yeah. I mean, these days you can just say what rhymes with, and you've got it, but if I just don't even want to deal with that, I can just do it in my head. And it's very absorbing. Sometimes it can like really take way more time than I have in mind. All right, so let's do When in Doubt, Wait. This is a song about not rushing into things when there's any uncertainty, especially when there's a risk of you becoming overcommitted. Hi, James. How are you doing? Did we talk about if anybody has not shared, I think, James, everybody here has probably shared what their plans for Thanksgiving. We are having a very boring Thanksgiving here at home, a little Zoom. My husband's right now at our Natural Foods Co-op trying to see if we can get all the fixins pre-made so we don't have to cook. That sounds good to me. I don't want to cook. If we're going to do it, let's go all the way and make it easy. But that's just me. I know, like, my friend really, really loves to cook. All right, what's happening? Why? Oh, this is the wrong song. That'll do it. So yeah, I was saying that I know I've been stressed out the last few times I've come on, and I was super stressed out this morning. Oh my God, the puppy took like 3 hours. My son just was so stressed out and just talking to me a lot about it. And yeah, and that's fine. I mean, I just talked to a group of my friends, which is why my afternoon was super lovely. It was a Zoom call of like 6 friends from this group that I don't get to go to physically anymore. And one of them was just saying, oh, I love to cook. And the rest of them were all saying, I hate to cook. So I was not alone, but I know there are people who just love the whole process. No, that's not right. Yes, it is. Wait. No, this is the wrong song. It has the same starting letter. There it is. When in Doubt, Wait. Here we go. Well, you know what? We all got to have things that we feel happy doing. So by all means. Somewhere along the line, my daddy told me, when in doubt, don't is the best policy. And as time went by, more and more I could see, waiting to be sure was for sure the way for me. So I said, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. When you take your time, your choice will be great. I found getting in was easier than getting out. So I dare say no when I had any doubt. So I said, when in doubt, don't. Thanks a lot. When in doubt, wait. When you take your time, your choice will be great. And when I take time to calm my reptilian brain, I can hear my wise neocortex once again. So I say, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. When you take your time, your choice will be great. Spotting all the pros and cons I can find, and connecting all the dots, it takes time. So I say, when in doubt, please don't. When in doubt, wait. When you take your time, your choice will be great. Well, for years now I've applied this theory and enjoyed the benefits repeatedly. So I still say, when in doubt, please don't. When in doubt, wait. When you take your time, your choice will be great. Yeah, I say, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. When you take your time, high initials, your choice will be great. When you take your time, your choice will be great. Thanks for sharing, initials. How are you doing? Oh, good to be with you guys. So I was thinking about doing Sad and Sweet Memories maybe in Tumble Star. Hi! Good to have you on. Hi, EMK, Emmy. So let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Unless anybody has any requests. One candle? You want to do one candle? Okay, I'll do one candle. I did one candle yesterday, but you can never have too many candles. Sometimes you need a lot of candles. And you know what? You've been through a lot today. Let's do one candle. All right, so let me get that one. IJK. All right, one candle. Why is it so? I need a different way of ordering my songs. They're so hard to find. I don't have that many. His grandma died today of COVID. And he's, you can speak for yourself, Alon, but kind of focusing on trying to be strong and not, because kind of getting super distraught might make it worse, There's going to be a lot of that this season. Yeah. All right, one candle is about when you are kind of barely hanging on and you're in a state of desperation and you need a vision of coming together with other people. Of course, it's virtual now, but it always was a metaphor for the most part. Let's see. And this was specifically written for me after the 2016 election because I was very distressed about our new administration, and it has carried me through many tough times since. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be about that in your mind. It doesn't really matter. It's not that specific. When you one short candle in your hands and its flame is slim and it's flickering. When the clouds are thick and the moon is thin and your sight is dim. How close were you, Alon? Come to me, oh, come to me. Let us start as as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. We'll make our way through the night, holding hands warm and tight. More will join as we go, step by step, however slow. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. To navigate, we'll collaborate, not engage in hate, commit to share one fate. Going peacefully with empathy, integrity, inclusivity. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. It may take time, now and then we'll fall, but someday we'll reach our goals. Safety, equality, opportunity for all humanity. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together now, brighter than the sun. That's nice, Molly. Oh, so yes. How close were you, Alon, if you feel like sharing? How often did you, like my husband was really close to his grandma, like would see her all the time, and some people like only get to see their grandma once a year. Like what was your, how close were you, like growing up and in the present with her? So let's see. So yeah, I was thinking, well, we did one candle, so maybe should we do something? If I only do one more song, would we do something more uplifting? I don't know. You have another request? They want to love you too and hug was every Tuesday. Oh, she would come to the house. Oh, okay. You were really close then. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. Oh, that's really sad. Sounds like my husband's relationship with his grandma. He was so crushed when she died. She died when he was about your age, similar, you know. I guess he was maybe a little younger, probably a little younger. But he died, I think she died when he went to college, and he actually didn't get back in time to say goodbye. He was so upset. Anyway, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I don't know what should be the last song. I really don't know. We did When in Doubt, Wait. We did Willow in the Wind. We did One Candle. I could do It Was Long Ago. Oh, I miss my grandma too. I had one really warm grandma and one sort of more austere grandma. Okay, let's do Persist. I like that. Perfect. I am, yes, let's do Persist. Does that sound good, Alon? I know, Alon, sometimes you've asked for that one. Well, let's do that one if that sounds good. Yeah, this is a song about keeping going. Wow. January 2010. Oh. It's Big Lou's favorite. Well, Big Lou, he's a big activist too, right? Yeah. Yeah, losing your nan is the last thing you needed, Alon. I'm so sorry. God. 2020 has really been a hard year in general. And maybe for you more than the average. All right, persist is about keeping going. He's also a feminist. We need to teach him to text. Does he text well? Yeah, right? I thought 2020 was going to be the beginning of awesome, but not so much. Let's kind of cross out 2020 and we'll start with 2021. And we're going to persist between now and then. Sisters and brothers, and I know it's been hard. Well, I know you are weary, maybe even scarred. But just look what we've done. Letting love lead the way. We've made all of the difference, so we'll continue this way. Yes, we will act, we will resist, we will persist. Every day we exist, 'cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, you know, we know we've got this. When we stand for love and empathy for all, you know we find solutions that help everyone stand tall. And when we do it together now, and let love lead the way. No. Sorry. Standing side by side. Yeah, Alon. Leaning on each other now. Well, we are up on the right. So yes, we will act. We will resist. We will persist. Every day we exist. 'Cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, you know, we know we've got this. When every single one of us does something each day to make the world more fair, and does it in their own way, big or small, we value it all. 'Cause when we include everyone, we rise, we rise, we rise like the sun. So yes, we will act, we will resist, we will persist. Every day we exist. 'Cause when we act, when we resist, when we persist, I know, you know, we know we've got this. Yeah, I know, you know, we know we've got this. Yes to Big Lou. Sorry, Teletubby Lover. That's a cute username. I'm glad you found me on Twitch. I don't come up often. I mean, I am new, relatively still only some months into Twitch and Periscope. I mean, to Twitch and Facebook and YouTube. So I'm glad you found me. I only do my own music. So, but I encourage you to sing them. Do you have trouble singing? I encourage you to sing them and sing them on your own broadcast for sure. Like, it's nothing like singing your own songs, really. Nobody can do them as well as you can. But that's interesting. I mean, now that I say that, but some people end up being becoming songwriters and not singing their own songs. But that's the best way to get them out there if you can. So anyway, guys, thanks for being with me. I'm sorry, Alon, for what you're going through. You give up. Oh, don't give up. Don't give up. Why not try to sing them yourself? Do you not like your singing voice or? Oh, that's awesome, Molly. Yay. I'm so glad. That's so cool. Yay. God, I'm all tangled up in my cord. That's so cool. I really love to think that some of my songs could meet people's needs for like encouragement or self-coaching in the same way they meet them for me, or a similar way, analogous way, whatever. That's very cool. Thanks. Hugs to you, Alon. Big virtual hug. Hang in there. Stay strong. Do what works for you to keep on going. And I like the idea of just taking it. I mean, for me, as somebody who deals with anxiety, planning is very soothing for me personally, like planning my day and scheduling my day and stuff like that. But if that is the opposite for you, then by all means, and in general, either way, you have to be flexible and take it one day at a time. But certainly if looking way out to the future is stressful, bring it on down. I don't plan super far in the future at all, to be fair, like maybe a few months in advance at most, seems like. So thanks for being with me. I see some typing. It's getting closer. I'm pretty clear on what I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure I'm going to broadcast tomorrow. Thank you, Molly. And I'm going to, big hugs to everybody. Big group hug. We would stand in my front entryway with my nieces and we'd all come together and go, this big hug. You're welcome, Carrie. Thank you for being with me. So anyway, I'm going to broadcast, barring illness or a headache or something. I'm going to broadcast tomorrow, not on Thanksgiving, and probably not Friday. Probably not, but maybe. It depends. It depends. I've gotten so much out of these broadcasts during this very lonely, disconnected time, but I've also been reawakened to the need to have more phone calls and interpersonal interactions. So I feel like I'm getting better slowly, kind of hit a crisis point. So I don't know. I just don't know. This is such a weird Thanksgiving. Everything is different. I didn't broadcast at all last Thanksgiving week. I was just hang out with the family, but I'm with the family all the time now. So thanks for being with me. Have fun baking. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging with me. I hope to see you again soon. But if not, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Best you can during these tough times. Safe and sound, hopefully. Bye.